I attempted the stupidest challenge I could think of, making Schedule 1 from memory in 5 days. Why? Because I have nothing better to do. And what do I mean by remaking it? Well, Schedule 1 is not an easy game to make or remake, and that will take me ages to finish. So I set some limitations. I have 5 days to make what I can from art to gameplay. Why 5 days? I don't know. It's my challenge and it's my rules. And just for your knowledge, the last time I played the game was January and I have 36 hours. So let's get going. Alright, starting with the basics. I made a character controller and I stole the code from one of my projects. Nothing to be ashamed about here, and we can all call it good. So next, I did the planting mechanic, which is the main loop of the game, I guess. And it wasn't hard to manage. Of course, I will not be doing the animations between each phase of planting, since it's gonna take a lot of time. So I decided it's better to just do it statically, if that makes sense to you. And it worked in the sense of having just cubes changing colors for now, but it's a good start. Now to the fun part, to make it look like Schedule. So I started with making the pot to plant in. To be honest, in the game I really don't remember the colors or the shapes of everything, and also how much detailed stuff are. But I tried my best with the modeling part. And I had the pot ready pretty fast. Also I added the soil with those little rocks or soils that you have to close, which was pretty fun to do. Also for colors I used the Godot Engine color palette, which always come in handy in this kind of projects. Now I made the plant to harvest, and again, I didn't remember its shape very much, and thinking about it now, with all the models I did, I should have played the game for at least 30 minutes to remember better and make a better job. Well, if I do another video like this, I'll consider that. Leave a comment and subscribe if you want to see more. With the plant modeled and colored, I moved on to make that sort of light that goes on top of it, which was pretty simple in my mind at least, and the table of packing, which served no purpose, just for decoration, because I didn't have the time to make the mechanic for that. And after that came the character or the NPC. I remembered the characters were like stick figures with fluid shapes, if what I'm saying makes any sense, to be honest. I don't know, but in my memory they were boneless, so I started with the basic shapes for the body and then the head, which I kinda remember very good because I always look at the NPCs when they smoke and they make different reactions. That feature was fun, but sadly I didn't do it, and with some coloring the character is finished. It looks pretty nice, to be honest. After that I had to create the RV and the barn in the prologue area and some other stuff as much as I remembered, and imported everything to Godot, then fixed the plant state with models, and it worked nicely, and I'm happy with the results so far. And then I went to Mixamo to pick an animation for the NPC, and I found out this waiting animation, and it fits perfectly. Since I really didn't want to rig or create my own animations, this will do. I imported it to the engine and it looked good. And you might have noticed the colors are a bit weird of the models. It's a shader problem with Godot and the color palette I used. I know how to fix it, but I was very lazy to do so. I'm sorry. Anyway, I added the ability to give what you harvested to the NPC, and also I added a car, which was fun by the way. I followed a tutorial about it and I got some funny results. After spending so much time fixing and bashing my head to the wall, I guess I got something working. And then I created the model for the truck, which I agree it is very bad, but time was running out of me, and with time I mean the days, not the hours, since I didn't have much time during the day to work on this project. Nonetheless, I did the model and it looked decent enough. The last day I decided to make part of the city that you spend most of your gameplay in, so I decided to make the motel part. So I laid out the motel itself, which I remembered that it was just one house with a part sticking out, where that girl that give you room to live in. And again, I didn't remember which colors or how high of details it has, so I just winged it, and it came out good for my standards, which are not high. And I made the skate park, which I remember it was squared, but my demons won and I did it a bit circular, and there was a building near it. I didn't remember what was it, so I just put it a box there. And there was another building, I just put some walls because I didn't know what was inside. And for the trees I made them a bit low poly, or a lot low poly, I don't know, but that is life, I guess. And now for the moment of truth. Did I do bad or did I do good? Well, I guess you know the answer to that. So this is my attempt. Here is the barn in the prologue area, which I put an NPC that doesn't exist in that area, but just to show the mechanics working. And here you have the house with the weird colors and also the RV. And inside the RV there are the plants which you can harvest the good stuff from. You can go to the NPC and make the deal. And you have the truck that you can drive as well to nowhere, but you can drive it. And then you have the main city, and this is the motel, the bad one of course, with the car next to it and the trash can. And the skate park, if we can call it that, some low poly trees, and a building that no one will know it is a building, but me and you know. Now to the main game. First thing I see is that I did a great job with the character. It's almost as the one in the game. And here we are in the RV, and right away I noticed that the plants are totally not the same. The pots are kinda close, and the soil as well, but I'm happy with the results, to be honest. And there are a lot of stuff inside the RV that I really forgot they exist. The house in the other hand, the shape is a bit similar, but the colors are not that much, or not at all. The truck we shouldn't talk about it, to be honest. Let's just forget it exists. And there are more details in the world in general, but I really forgot about all of the setting. Overall, this is okay-ish if I can give a rating to myself. In the character creator, I made the same one as the one I modeled, and as you can see, it's very similar, and I think it's the only thing I remember good. Now we see the city. Everything is more detailed, to be honest, and the shape of the motel is not the same at all. The trees are more detailed as well, but in my defense, I never looked at them so closely, so that's a 1. The skate park is squared. Well, that's okay. The area is a construction building. I really forgot this as well. And the building was a taco shop. And next to the house was a car and a trash can, which I remembered correctly, thank God. Overall, my models are bad, we can say that. But judging from the time I've spent working on this, which was almost 8 hours spread across 5 days in total, it was a good result. I'm happy of the finished project, but maybe next time I should play the game for at least 30 minutes to remember correctly. Anyway, if you have any thoughts about this, please leave a comment down below. I know there are gonna be a lot of negative ones, but I'm ready for them. And if you wanna see another video like this challenge, please let me know. Thank you for watching, see you in the next one.